You may recognize his face from his days at WOOD TV. If you do, you got a great memory. More than likely, you know Matt Weiner from his work at the NBA Network, TNT, TBS, or his days at ESPN. Matt joins us from Atlanta. Now you can add Olympic handball play-by-play man to his resume this summer. Matt, how excited are you about a chance to be part of the Olympics?
First of all, if you can remember my face from WOOD TV, you have an amazing memory because it's probably not the same face. That was a long time. As for handball, I'm excited about it. It's something completely different for me. It's an opportunity to be a part of Olympic coverage. You know, I covered an Olympics for ESPN back in 2004 in Athens, but I've never been a part of any of the broadcasts before. So that was exciting to me. And the funny thing is when they said, you know, would you like to do handball? I thought, well, I love handball. It's great. And unlike most Americans, I understand what handball is. It's not the sport with the racquetball court where you actually use your hand to whack the ball against the wall. It's a team sport. And amazingly, and for reasons I don't even completely understand, when I was in high school, we did about a 2-week session in gym class playing handball. We called it team handball back then. I don't know where they got the ball or the idea for it, but it was a blast. It is so much fun. And I remember thinking, and I've thought ever since, why doesn't the United States dominate this sport? It's a collection of skills we already have as a culture, as athletes, and we don't even qualify for handball. It's just not played here in the U.S., so a lot of folks don't understand it. But I'm very excited about being involved.
As a sportscaster, I know it's a constant struggle with name pronunciations. Who do you turn to for help when you're calling Bahrain versus Portugal and you're starting with a name that's got like 14 vowels?
Well, phonetics, first and foremost, because it's all in the research guides. Hopefully I'll have that down by the time we begin the broadcasts. You know, it's funny, though, you can practice these things, and as you know, it's different once you have to say them live. You can feel relatively comfortable, but until you've said it live a couple of times, you're never really sure. Plus, I've got a great research team with NBC and an analyst by my side who's way more familiar and has been covering the sport for years and years.
I know I can't name a single handball player. Who is the LeBron James of handball?
Well, it's a good question. There's a little debate about that, but the prevailing opinion is that Denmark's Mikkel Hansen is the best player in the world. This will be his 4th Olympics. He scored 8 goals in the gold medal winning game in 2016 for Denmark. It's a physical sport, more physical than you might imagine, and he has both the size at 6'4" and the creativity to be a great goal scorer in this game. He's got kind of a long arm, kind of a whippy sidearm motion, gets creative in shooting around other players. He puts spin on the ball occasionally to bounce it into the goal. He's been described as an artist. What's really interesting, among other things about Hansen, is that in the argument for best player in the world is his professional teammate, a guy named Nikola Karabatic, who is a Frenchman who plays on his pro club in Paris. And I think handball aficionados wouldn't be surprised at all if those two friends and teammates don't wind up lined up against each other with a medal on the line.
That is impressive. Matt Weiner, a wealth of information on team handball already, and we still got some time before the games. Matt, good luck with the assignment, and thanks for joining us.
I appreciate it. Good to talk to you as always.